D'Angelo, do you think Sunday's game was kind of a blip on the radar or kind of a sign of something more serious?
It was a tough loss, but I feel like it can trigger a great point of what we need to do and what needs to be done and all the work that we need to do to be successful in the tournament. So we can just take it as a learning point.
D'Angelo, saw the Sporting News came out with its All-American team, and you were on the first team. I mean, that's pretty big honor. I mean, Greg Oden did that here, I think, his freshman year. Just what does that mean to you individually, and did you ever think anything like that was possible, even 8 months ago when you were just kind of getting into the system here?
I mean, I give the credit to God on that one. Didn't really plan for it. Didn't really play games to win individual awards. So, I mean, it's an honor to be in the category with those guys that got those awards recently. But, I mean, like I said, I just want to give credit to God on that, and it's an honor.
D'Angelo, when you guys flipped on the film from Wisconsin, what did you think was the underlying theme of what went wrong in that game?
They're a great team, and they're so well coached. They just wait for you to make mistakes, and they capitalize on it every chance they get. So they never really play their self out of the game. It's really focusing on what the opponent's doing wrong, and then they just attack it, and they did a great job with that against us.
The mentality since Sunday, knowing that you're going into tournament play. You don't know who you're playing yet in round one, Rutgers or Minnesota, but just what's the mindset of this team heading into tournament play?
I think we're all on the same page, and we know that was a tough loss, but like I said, it can trigger anything with success and just playing well for the tournament, and then the NCAA tournament and so forth. So.
Angelo, what have the veterans said, and what might the coaches have said about how you approach a tournament where you've got to win a series of games in a series of days? Obviously, all you guys played in high school where maybe you had to play back-to-back days or whatever. But you haven't had to do it as a collegian. I'm just wondering, have they talked at all about what kind of mental approach you have to take?
I mean, we're in the postseason, so if you're not mentally prepared for this, I mean, it's not for you. So I think we got a great connection of guys that are willing to do whatever it takes to win and advance round by round. Just take one game at a time and be successful with it. So I don't really think coach has to preach anything. So I mean, we're all old enough and been doing this for a while now. So you can get prepared individually, and it'll connect as a team.
D'Angelo, you obviously are a big part of this team's success. It's your first time going through it. What are you anticipating? What do you feel? What's your mindset like going into not only just Big Ten tournament but into March Madness?
I mean, I wouldn't say Shabazz or Kimba type like thing, but I would definitely do a D'Angelo Russell approach and do whatever I got to do to lead this team. And if it's scoring, rebounding, whatever coach needs me to do, I'm willing, and I just want to win. And I know the guys that I got around me and the coaching staff want the same thing.
There have been some comparisons to those two guys made. It's funny you brought them up. Do you kind of feel like you have the ability to take over a game the way that they did in the postseason and lead this team?
I feel like I definitely have the ability to do it. It's all about timing and shots falling and just being aggressive every possession I get. And just coming together as a team when adversity hits and whenever it sets in, we just gotta be stronger, and everything good to happen from there.
How long do you think it took the team to get over Sunday, and did Thad do anything different to maybe lift your guys' mood or anything like that?
I mean, we clearly got beat by those guys. It wasn't like we beat ourselves. They just handled us the right way, and it wasn't really anything that we did different. It was just more like a get past it and prepare for the next game. And coach was just preaching that, prepare for the next one. The next one, we'll see them again. So hopefully we'll see them again.
Angelo, as you get closer to having to make this decision, does it Do you put any thought into it at all, or is this out of your mind completely? Is it anything that makes you a little anxious?
What decision?
The decision you'll have to make at the end of the season, whether you stay or...
It's not really. It's not on my mind. Not really preparing for any of that right now. Just trying to get as most wins we can and be successful as we can.
I think it was Sam was asked last week about, and Thad also, about playing in all the close games that you guys have played in. And I wondered from a player's standpoint, is it, what drains you more? Is it coming back from a long way back, or is it playing a close game from start to finish, or is it squandering a lead in the last few minutes and having the game go down to the wire? What's the hardest on you?
I mean, it's slowly becoming a habit for us. It seems like we always get down and we're just scratching and clawing to fight back. And unfortunately, sometimes we're successful and we come up with the win, but most of the time we end up losing those games. So we try to get to a great start every game, and then just keep the lead whenever we get it, instead of letting it come back to the other team and then they get the win.
What's the hardest?
I don't know. We've been in this situation so many times. I would definitely probably say fighting back.
Angelo, where do you feel you are as an athlete as far as the measurables are? Vertical, side-to-side speed, straight line speed?
I don't know what answer you're looking for. Like,
Obviously, as a basketball player, you've been really productive, but there's questions about how athletic you are. I mean, you don't have Sam's vertical. You're not as quick as Shannon,
right.
But yet you're doing what you're able to do. How are you able to do that? And are you sneaky athletic, or?
I would probably say that. I don't really dunk for fun and do that stuff unless it really counts. I would definitely say I'm sneaky athletic. It comes out every once in a while, but I don't know. I guess God didn't bless me with the Shannon Scott speed and the Sam vertical.
You play at a pace that's different than most people in music. They call offbeat. Or where did that come from? I mean, is that something you've always had? Is it something that you've developed here of recent? What the pace of that you play at? I mean, is it a conscious thing? How do you go about it?
I would definitely say it's something that I learned from, older guys that I've watched in my time just watching basketball. They were always under control and smooth, and you never seen younger guys doing that. When somebody gets up in them, they usually speed up. And I've attended a few camps, and I remember Kyrie Irving saying, whenever somebody gets up in you, you move slower, don't move faster. And that's where everybody messes up. They try to move faster than the opponent. But he usually slows down and he executes. So.
But the natural tendency is to try to match them.
Exactly.
But how hard is it to do that?
It's tough. It just comes with experience and watching film of yourself, seeing that you get rattled when you try to move faster. But if you slow down, everything goes your way.
Well, maybe you explained this at one point and I missed it. Where does the jersey number come from?
0?
Yeah, where's it come from?
I wore 11 and let's say my whole life until I got to high school, and then I wore 3, but Shannon had 3. So I wanted to be 11, but I guess it was retired or whatnot, and I was gonna be 1, but Jay Sean decided it. Couldn't tell you, it was a lower number. I like low numbers, single-digit numbers. So I couldn't tell you honestly. 0 people can guard me. That's probably what it was.
There's some kind of meaning to it, right?
Something.
Yeah, like you said, sometimes you get into the mindset where you can think you can lead this team. Have you ever thought about, especially recently, like if things aren't going the way that you guys have planned in a game, like you guys are down early, ever kind of like taking charge and like maybe getting mad at your teammates or like calling them out to like do better?
I wouldn't say getting mad at them, but it's just more like having a more aggressive approach towards them. Like, yo, let's go. Like, we got to be ready with a higher tone or whatnot. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that clicks in me that it's just like take over. You gotta. It's time. And then my coaches might give me a head nod, like, let's go. And then that's when I try to take it in my own hands.
How
much have you learned through the year about how you're guarded? Like I think possibility you'll play Minnesota and you had a great first half, and then the book on them was that they got physical with you, and the book is get physical with him. Obviously, you've dealt with that. How prepared, having been through 18 games in this league, going into tournament play, how teams are trying to guard you, do you feel?
I mean, you gotta. I mean, they do a great job. Teams preparing for me, but I mean, with my teammates that I have, they make it easier because you never know whose night it's going to be, and you might have Jay Sean Tate for 20, and me for like 10, but we get the win. So you don't know how to prepare for that. You prepare so much for me, and then another guy like Mark or Cam or Shannon or Sam, somebody steps up big when I'm not having a great night, and it takes a lot of pressure off me.
So you're just reading,
Definitely.
you're taking what they give to you.
Definitely.